Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this super cute circle in a square. It's a nice easy one. It's great for using up your stash yarns. You can just make a whole load of these little circles really quickly, and then we've just got 2 rows to square them off. To begin, pop a slip knot onto your hook. Then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to form a little ring, so we're going to slip stitch to this very first chain that you made, and this forms a little ring. For round 1 we're going to chain 2, which does not count as a stitch, and turn our work. Now the tail from your slip stitch, as we turn, you want to fold back over. We're going to work over this tail, because then when we pull it at the end of this round, it will cinch the little tiny hole closed. Now into this little tiny ring here, we're going to work 12 double crochet stitches. So working straight into the ring, 12 double crochet stitches. That's 1, that's 2. I need 10 more for a total of 12. And working over the tail from the little chain ring as I go. If you start to run out of space, you can scooch your stitches around to create a little more space in the ring. Before we end round 1, just double check that you have 12 double crochet stitches, remembering that first chain 2 you did does not count as a stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now to end row 1, we're going to completely ignore those 2 chains and slip stitch into the top of the very first actual double crochet that you made. So we're going to slip stitch in there. That closes off round 1. And now, because we've formed a little hole in the middle, that tail from your chain ring, you can pull it and it will cinch that circle closed. For round 2, chain 2, which does not count as a stitch, and into that exact same stitch where you just chained from, we're going to work 2 double crochets, both into the same stitch. So that's 1, that's 2. Now into the next stitch, work 2 double crochets. 1, 2. We're going to work 2 double crochets into the top of each of these 12 double crochets from the row below. So we will have a total of 24 double crochet stitches by the end of round 2, ignoring these 2 chains that we started with. They do not count. So keep working 2 double crochets into each of your stitches. So that was my 24th stitch. Just take a moment to double check your stitch count. Ignoring the chain 2, you want 24 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. To end round 2, we're going to skip over those 2 chains and join with a slip stitch to the top of the first true double crochet that we made. So ignoring the 2 chains and into the top of the stitch. Just make a slip stitch. For round 3, again, we're going to chain 2, which does not count as a stitch. And into that very same stitch where you just chained from, work 1 double crochet. Now into the next stitch, work 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Both into that same stitch. In the next one, work just 1 double crochet. And then into the next stitch, work 2 double crochets. We're going to keep repeating this pattern all the way around. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. Keep repeating this all the way around until you have 36 stitches, excluding that chain 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep going round until you have 36 stitches. So that was my 36th stitch. So you should have your sequence of 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, all the way round for a total of 36 stitches. Now to end round 3, again, we are going to skip over these 2 chains. They do not count as anything. Identify the top of the first true double crochet that you made and slip stitch to join. Now we have finished our little circle, so we're going to chain 1, cut your yarn, leaving a nice long length for weaving in later. Pull that up and pull it tight. Now just to get this tail out of the way, the next stitch along, I like to put my hook in from back to front, grab that tail and just pull it in so it is at the back. Now the squaring off consists of 2 rounds, and for the first round we're going to start with a standing stitch. So pop a slip knot onto your hook, yarn over twice, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Then put your finger on those 3 loops so they cannot come off. Now pick your circle back up, and that stitch which we pulled the yarn tail through is the stitch I'm going to be working into. And I'm going to work a treble crochet stitch in here using these 3 loops that I have firmly, my finger on, on the hook. So pop your hook into that stitch and grab the yarn from behind and pull it through. Now you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. You'll have 3 loops left on your hook. You can take your finger off them now, they're not really going anywhere. Yarn over and pull through 2 again. And then yarn over and pull through those final 2. So we've created a standing treble stitch. Now we need 1 more treble worked into that stitch. So yarn over twice, go back into that same stitch, draw up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2, and yarn over, drawing through those final 2 to complete the stitch. So we have 2 treble crochets worked into the same stitch. Now in the next stitch, work 1 double crochet. Work a double crochet into the next. And then into the next 3 stitches, work 1 half double crochet into each. Half double crochet, then into the next, half double crochet, and then again half double crochet into the next. Work a double crochet, 1 into each of the next 2 stitches. So we're going to work 2 double crochets over the next 2 stitches. So work a double crochet, and then into the next stitch, a double crochet. So we have come down double, double, half, 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 double, double. Now into the next stitch, work 2 treble stitches. So yarn over twice, these are the big tall ones, work 2 into the next stitch. That's 1, 2, both worked into the same place. Then chain 2, and into the next stitch, work 2 treble crochets. This will form our corner. So that's 1, and that's 2. Double crochet, 1 in each of the next 2 stitches. So double crochet, double crochet. A half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then a double crochet in the next 2. 1, 2. That's our little side section. Now we're back to forming a corner. So 2 treble crochet into the next. Both in the same stitch. Chain 2. And into the next stitch, work 2 trebles. Back to a side, double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Half double in the next 3. Double crochet in the next 2. Then we're back to a corner, so 2 trebles into the next stitch, both in the same stitch. Chain 2 and 2 trebles into the next stitch, both worked into that same stitch. We're on our final side now, so double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, half double crochet in the next 3. Double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And now we just have to work 2 treble stitches into the same stitch. Now remembering that the chain 2s on this yellow circle did not count, we're going to skip over the chain 2s here, and you can see where you joined, if you pull it apart slightly, where you joined to the top of the first true double crochet. So if you look, you have your chain 2 and the stitch itself and that little gap there. So skip over this little one here. This gap here, we're going to work 2 treble crochets in there. So that's 1 and that's 2. Chain 2 and then slip stitch to the top of this standing treble crochet that we made right at the beginning of the round. So we're going to slip stitch into that stitch. For round 5, this is a nice simple round. We're simply going to chain 1, does not count as a stitch, and work a half double crochet into that exact same stitch that we just chained from. Then work 1 half double crochet into the top of every stitch from the row below. So we're just working a half double crochet into each stitch. Then once we reach this chain 2 space, we're going to form a corner. Now our corners are going to be nice and simple. We're going to work 1 half double crochet into that chain 2 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and work 1 more half double crochet back into that chain 2 space. So the corners are 1 half double, chain 3, 1 half double. Then working into the top of every single stitch, work 1 half double crochet in each. Once you hit your chain 2 corner space, we work a new corner, which is 1 half double crochet, chain 3, 1 half double crochet, all worked into that same spot. Keep working this all the way around, 1 half double crochet into the top of each of your stitches from the round below, and in the chain 2 space, work your corner of half double crochet, chain 3, half double crochet. Once you have worked your last half double crochet into the top of the last stitch, you'll have your chain 2 corner space. So we're just going to work a corner in there of half double crochet, chain 3, half double crochet. Then to end this round, we're going to skip over the chain 1 that you made right at the beginning and join with a slip stitch to the first half double crochet that you made. So we're just joining with a slip stitch. Then chain 1, cut your yarn, leaving a nice long tail for weaving in after. Pull that up, out and tight. Pull your square into shape slightly. And your circle in a square motif is complete. Now, when it comes to joining, you are free to join these however you wish. You could sew them together, you could crochet them together. For my personal blanket, I used my join as you go slip stitch technique. I've linked to that video down below. It gives this really pretty braided effect to the join. It's definitely one of my favorite ways to join squares. So that's just how that looks if you were to use that join. But as I say, free to use any join that you so wish. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do let me know what you think of this fab little circle in a square motif. I am a huge fan. I really enjoy making these fun sort of polka dot looking blankets. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.